This lightning speaker today is QA with AI from fear to empowerment. So it really kind of summarizes all of our chat storm comments. And Tatyana is going to do a great job. She is an engineering and business leader with a strong background in quality engineering across multiple industries, including big tech, healthcare, and entertainment. With decades of experience, she has been instrumental in building quality-driven cultures that empower teams to deliver software efficiently and confidently. Today, Tatyana advises software companies on strategies to establish quality processes and foster a culture of excellence, enabling them to deliver products that delight customers and achieve meaningful business outcomes. She's currently serves as a fractional head of QA, helping organizations scale their quality practices, and is also a passionate community builder, having founded Innovate QA, a thriving Seattle-based community and conference for quality professionals. So please, everyone, welcome me. This in sign language. This is an applause. So Tatyana, we got your screen shared up, and I know we were having a little bit of issues with that, but welcome. We're excited to have you here, and I'll pass it over to you to give your presentation.
Thank you, Chris and Paul and everyone for such a warm welcome. I'm so happy to be here. And thank you for such a great introduction. So today we want to talk about, the fear that the teams are feeling with the AI kind of taking over our lives and our jobs. And I know that a lot of test engineers are very afraid of if AI is going to take their jobs, and they're hesitant of using AI. And so what can we do as engineering leaders and quality leaders to overcome that fear? And how can we transform our teams with the AI revolution that is happening? This is what I want to talk about today. And let me see if I can now turn the slide to the next one. Okay. And as Paul already mentioned, I was going to say a little bit about myself, but he pretty much covered everything already. I worked at the big tech companies like Microsoft and VMware. I was also at Disney. I saw someone from Disney on the call. So I have a vast experience in quality engineering in various companies, and that's what led me to a fractional QA leader that I am now. So what is the modern QA challenge? So since the times of the waterfall, when QA kind of had a pace with introduction of Agile, we sped up, right? And so the code, we started deploying more frequently, and the quality was kind of pushed to go faster. How can we validate releases faster? How can we write test automation faster? And that's been our challenge for a while. But now with AI, we are facing this challenge again. With the developers using AI to generate code, we again have to go faster. We again have to develop our quality processes, develop all of the tools and the automation that we need at a faster speed. So we have to figure out how to do this as the AI speeds up the code development. So at the same time as that is happening, we are seeing only 23% of QA engineers using AI. Probably for the same reason that I mentioned before, is that there is a hesitation because there's a fear that it's going to replace us. 67% of the engineers are afraid that AI is going to replace them and their skills are going to become irrelevant. So how can we overcome that? And 89% of the managers struggle with AI adoption. How do we adopt it without demoralizing the teams? And this is what I want to cover today. So the way I look at the AI is it's a junior partner for us in our teams. It's not someone who can replace what we do, but it's someone who can excel at some of the repetitive tasks that we do, such as test automation, for example, can be done by AI, but it's not going to replace everything that we do. And this is a division of labor that I envision and that I've seen the teams implement when they start adopting AI. So AI will handle the repetitive test generation whenever we have to update the test with the code changes, self-healing functionality of some of the AI tools that are on the market. AI can do that very efficiently for us. It can also do cross-platform execution, such as cross browsers, or create the mobile test automation, or execute it across multiple devices. This is something that AI is really good at. But what can it not do for us right now, right? So, and what can the engineers continue doing is a strategic test planning. How can we figure out which areas of the products we should be focusing on based on the risks, based on the customer expectations? Some of the edge cases, AI is not always perfect at coming up with the test coverage. So we still have to review what AI comes up with, what test coverage it comes up with, and what is it missing. We need someone in the loop to use the AI output and make sure that we're not missing anything. Business logic validation, understanding the business use cases, understanding customers, understanding what customers expect from the product. This is still something that we need humans to make sure that we get that right. And the last thing I'm going to mention is the quality culture. So many times we're so busy writing test automation, testing products, doing regression testing, is that we don't have time to drive process improvements in our organizations, to educate developers on how to do quality better, up-level the developers and their testing skills. So this is something that is a great opportunity for test engineers to focus on. So considering that, how do we keep the team motivated? So I would recommend, and what I've seen work, is position AI as a partner and not someone who's going to replace them all, right? So if we're going to come in and introduce the new AI test automation tool and say, hey, everyone, let's use that might generate more fear rather than engagement, right? So we want to start with the pilot projects. Take one area, apply the AI test automation tool or any methodology that you learned about AI, and celebrate the quick wins. Show that that project or that pilot helped us save the time, helped us save the effort, but there was still opportunity for us to play a role as a human in the loop to deliver whatever result that you assigned it to, right? And assign AI champions. So have people in the company who are enthusiastic adopters, who can spread the knowledge, spread the understanding of what AI can and cannot do, and who can share the success stories. So that becomes an internal job of the team, and they are more open to listen to maybe AI champions rather than the management from the top about the AI transformation. Let's see, I'm going to skip this slide and I'm going to go and I'm going to talk about, here's another reason of how we can position AI and communicate about it to our teams. AI is a great opportunity for test engineers to grow their career. It is a great career accelerator because we're getting out of this maintenance mode where we have to keep updating our test automation, writing the repetitive scripts, debugging our flaky test. We're getting out of that, and we are focusing on building tools, building frameworks, focusing on any other gaps that we have in the team that require kind of like human analysis, focusing on quality strategy and driving the quality initiatives across the products, focus on process improvements, and also start shaping the technical direction and quality culture. So we can get out of I'm a test automation engineer into I'm a quality leader who uses AI as a partner to create test automation, but I'm also helping the whole team to build the test strategy, to up-level them in their testing skills, define the quality processes and quality mindset, and help the team up-level themselves. And how can that help us as leaders? How can the quality leaders benefit from using AI tools or AI methodologies? First of all, we'll see the faster regression testing, right? So the more we can automate, if we can automate tests quicker, the faster our regression test passes can be. That is a great business value already. Auto healing and additional coverage that the AI generates will give us a better accuracy, and it will give us a better test coverage and accuracy of the test results, right? And scalability. So let's talk about that. Now with the AI test automation tool, each engineer can pretty much do 3x work. So this is the number that I've seen consulting companies use based on their research, and that what I've seen based on what the tools that I've seen. Basically, you're saving yourself 2 test resources to speed up your testing and your test automation efforts. And we always know that quality teams always lack resources, right? Like it's always hard for us to get more resources as our dev teams are scaling. Quality always gets budget last. And of course, the improved reliability. So testing the end-to-end workflows that we can focus on now with the help of the AI and less flakiness in our tests, that will help our releases to be more reliable, our products to be more reliable. So these are some of the ROI that you could use as a quality leader to show to your leadership and to your team is how AI will help us at the end of the day. So, and basically the summary of this is that the future is not QA versus AI. The future is QA with AI. We want to empower our engineers to use AI to become more efficient and to help them grow and focus on the more strategic and high level tasks and not kind of spend time doing the mundane repetitive tasks that AI can do.